Hello, hello. It is time for a new saga. Hello. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Matt, your chaotic and writer. And tonight we have session 30 of Tales of SEGLESIA, named The Twisted Tower. As a quick recap for everybody who is tuning in, either after a break or after a number of sessions later, essentially, our party, the Righteous Sacrifice, has, over the past few sessions, has entered into the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters, the location where a cataclysm had occurred, which affected a majority of the city. And because a magical barrier had been put up immediately after that cataclysm, nobody has been able to go in or out of the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters. However, our characters were granted a way. And so they managed to enter in to find out that there is a rampant infestation of not just intellect devourers, but other creatures such as mind flayers, the thralls of mind flayers, and many other creatures of which I'm not going to spill the details out to you at this precise moment. At this period of time, our characters have finished their particular stay within the Undercroft of the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters, which is the one safe location of the... I realize I gotta change the scene here. Hello, everyone. The one safe location within the entirety of their Arcanist Inquisition headquarters. And being that it is the one safe location, they were able to gain a little bit of rest. However, their mission now is to ascend the tower in the east, which is otherwise the tower where the journeyman quarters are located, which is the acolyte or apprentice mage dorm rooms, basically. And they need to get all the way up to the spire, which is the Hallmaster's office. The Hallmaster is rumored to still be alive, and that they are going to be of critical help to the party's goals going forward. So, this is where we are picking up off at. Our characters had just been dropped back into the broken sanctum. The Broken Nexus, that's what it is. And they are about to make that ascent. And tonight's session is promptly named The Twisted Tower. As it is promptly named, or aptly named, we are going to be ascending that tower for the first time this evening. However, our characters are in the middle of some trouble. So, without too much further ado, let us go and speak with our players for this evening, say our hellos, have a little bit of a fun chat time, maybe for a few moments, and then we will start the game promptly. Hello. Shalom. Let's go to the game scene. While I am going to suspect, allow me to do a proper update of overlay things. However, in the meantime, as I am doing so, we have 5 players as of this evening. These 5 players are Masters 8 playing as Bala, Black Man Inc. playing as Scoop. You are correct. 100%. I am a nerd and I read. Thank you for pointing this out. Ambrose playing as Zug. Reckless Tech. We got Squigs playing as Windveer. And then we have Phoenix V playing as Orgoth, of which I need to bring your particular character reactive image up, so that will be just a few moments as I do so. However, in the meantime, oh, look, actually, it's completely doubled up over somebody else. So let me fix that. You're going to go in Valvari's space for now. And your name is also going to go over Valvari's space for now. And, all right. I feel like that was a lot easier than it needed to be. Okay, so, in which case, it is, post weekend. I know that some of you went on break, so I hope you had a fantastic break this past weekend. And I don't really have anything in particular of a special question or anything like that. For the most part, I'm ready to go when you are. So just let me know if y'all are ready for some Dungeons and Dragons. All right, that's the energy I'm looking for. And we also have some channel point redemptions right off the bat, in the form of 1 inspiration point for Zugmans. I don't know who Zugmans is. I know there's a Zug here, so I guess that inspiration point's not going to anybody. I'm joking. It's going to Zug. And then we have a plus 1d4 roll going to Masters. That is to say, the player who plays Bala. Also, I am a dingus who does not unmute the voice chat, so don't feel bad. I made mistakes sometimes. Hello, everyone. Could I get a let's go one more time?
Let's go!
There we go. All right. Excellent. So everybody heard that.
Let's play tabletop games.
Pathfinder.
Tabletop gangs? Sounded like it. You said tabletop gangs.
What did it sound like?
Like, it sounded like you said tabletop gangs, like we're playing like a tabletop game about gangs.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Kind of what we're doing though. The factions and stuff.
Yeah.
It tracks. So, as I had described previously, you find yourself in the Broken Sanctum. Sorry, I keep saying Broken Sanctum. Broken Nexus, which is basically the Great Hall, the main set of chambers that connects together the many other chambers, or the corridors leading to the many other chambers of the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters. Your initial entry into the Broken Nexus was met with quite a bit of violence, as you were assaulted by a shock troop of Githyanki, of which you have now learned are basically all part of a clan or tribe or unit known as the Scourge. You've learned things about the infestation as it is occurring here in the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters. You've learned about the survivors in the Undercroft. You have learned that certain kinds of magic and communication can have consequence. You have learned that your next step in your journey here in the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters is to find and bring back Hallmaster Kendrick. Hallmaster Kendrick being the Hallmaster of the Journeyman quarters. There is a magic elevator going from the Broken Nexus to the Journeyman quarters and then to the Hallmaster's office. However, you have been bestowed a energy source to power the elevator, but it only powers it halfway. The other power source that exists, that is known about, is a power source that might be in the possession of a particular individual in the Journeyman quarters. Now, to provide you an actual name, whether you want to consider this as a retcon or filler information in lieu of me forgetting to actually say it with words, let me go ahead and show the picture and change everyone to observer. There is a power source that you were provided. One of you, you may feel free to choose which one, has been granted basically an item wrapped in cloth. And as you undo the cloth, you realize it seems to be a very simple, very basic geometric shape of a gem of some sort. It is not... It seems like something that would be used for bartering than it would be used to power a magic elevator. However, this is, in fact, the item that does power this magic elevator. You also will notice that it comes with a note that is wrapped in that says, "Seek out Ergoa Talindar. She is the one who has an additional power source for the elevator." So couple pieces of information of which I am filling in that I did miss out on providing in precision the last session. However, you all find yourself at the very precipice of a battle, because you are standing within that broken nexus, and many of you are stepping about and exploring the room that you had been warped into. Particularly, it seems to be a study hall of sorts. As some of you have been investigating, a couple of you have decided to head towards the door leading out, but one of you has been very specifically looking for books having to do with rituals. And
who could that possibly be?
Who could that possibly be? That would be Bala. Bala, you managed to find a tome. It is a tome that seems to stick out in comparison to the rest of the tomes in this room. As you pick it up, you notice that there is a sort of shimmering... It's almost like a gem, but it's like an embellishment on the front of the book. It is red. Yes, it's bound in sort of this red film material. And as you are perusing through its contents, what happens all at once is this book closes. And that embellishment on the front that looks like a gem, you see a fiery eye. And as this happens, the book pulls itself from your grasp, floats up in the air, and casts a spell. Which, of course, is going to bring us directly to the scene where we last left off. Here, in that precise study hall. Everybody just let me know once the map has come up and is fully functional.
I still want to know if the eye looks like the one on my shoulder.
The eye does not look like the one on your shoulder.
Good to know.
You wouldn't know from here, but I mean, quick piece of information is that yes, it would not be similar to the eye on your shoulder. So, to start this thing off, before anything else happens, Bala, I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
You want me to re-roll it? Because we rolled it at the end of last session.
I will need you to re-roll it, yes.
Okay, good, because it was terrible. Hey, this one's better.
Oh shit, never mind.
All right, so that, my friends, is going to be half of 11. So round it down will be 5 damage. At the precise moment that this happens, there are 3 other books that appear. One here, and one up here that you're aware of. But also, simultaneously in this moment, you notice that a friend of yours, a portal opens up underneath, and in she falls as Volvari steps out of the picture. And down from the ceiling, a certain Orgoth manages to drop. The ceiling being only about, like 12 feet high, something like that. So, as you land and you step out into this room, standing right next to Draco Robshaw, what are your first thoughts as the very first thing you witness is, of course, this room and a flash of fire happening from your left?
Well, he'll just go, "Oh, hello everyone. What the hell's going on? Oh, did someone piss off the books or something? What's that?"
My bad.
What did you do?
They should really warn us about these things.
Did you at least touch them with clean hands?
They're clean now.
All right. Can I have you stay right there, Zug? Can I have you bring your token back to where it was? Yes.
Yeah.
So I was just about to have everybody roll back in, and nobody's going to place themselves in any other place other than the precise moment and spot where they were when this all happened. And we are going to roll into initiative, my friends.
I have advantage. Watch me roll the lowest. Oh, never mind. Decent first one.
All right. So, in which case, we are going to start at the top of the order, which is going to be Scoop. Scoop, you are distinctly aware that some commotion has come about in a place where you can't see directly. However, you do notice that there are books coming out of the bookcases around the room, and they appear to be waving around in the air. How do you describe a book posing as hostile? It's not natural. When somebody's being attacked.
God damn, Scoop would not care about these books.
Because reading's for nerds, right?
Well, it is, but I mean, they're just books. So like, he's just thinking someone fell on something. Like, if I want to be honest, he would just probably be going through this door and not caring about these books at all. But I shouldn't do that. I really didn't want Scoop to go first for this reason. In that case, he would probably head over, not assuming anything at the sound. Hold on. I probably have to go this way. 10, 15, 25. And upon seeing the fire on this book that has the eye, Scoop's going to look over at Bala and say, "What the fuck are you doing over there?"
The book just attacked me.
Well,
What does it look like?
well, close it and leave it alone. And I'm sorry, Scoop would just like head back over with like his hands in his pants, and like that's his turn. He doesn't think this is a threat at all. They're just books.
I mean, if you're being honest, yeah.
I'm being honest to the character. He thinks this book he just triggered a trap. They're just books. It's not a threat.
All right. In which case, if that's your turn, then we will move. We'll move forward. Next person up is going to be Lingvir. We could make this a role play round. We don't have to go. We don't have to get all.
They're books.
They're books.
Like, why do I need weapons? Just leave them alone. Just leave.
Well, they aren't moving yet, have they?
They just appeared, and their initiative is last.
Are they like flying?
They are floating in the air. Yes.
I look over back at Scoop, but I'm just. Of course, that's something like this. This is Shadow over Bala. This is why we be careful to touch things. It pulls out his rapier, and it's like, this is the thing now. As he walks up.
You're seriously gonna stab a book? I can't wait to see this.
Here's the thing, Scoop. Considering where we are, I'm not surprised that something like this would come back and try to be able to do something to us.
You're too serious, man. It's just a book.
As I'm going to stab this one closest to me.
All right, so you're going to stab it with your rapier. Go ahead and roll an attack.
13 hit.
You try to masterfully with the pinpoint edge of your rapier try to swipe at the book, but it is dipping and dodging out of your away from your swings. It is dipping and dodging away from your stabs. It seems to be quite nimble.
Book kind of hard to hit, isn't it?
And this is why you need to take it as a threat. That'll be the end of his turn.
All right. Which case, Bala, one book certainly has attacked somebody, and it is Bala.
So first off, do I have a Nami yet?
You do have a Nami. Your Nami is right here.
Oh, hi.
It is not. I have not given Nami permission, and I need to know what the stats of Nami are. If you could just DM it to me, I can update it.
Yeah, doing that. But Nami is tiny, so 1/4 size.
Oh, so, that is a big Nami right there. Okay, so I will need. I'm gonna change that. Scale being like, let's just say that for representation purposes. Excellent, thank you. In which case, just let me know, at least for this turn, let me know what you wish to do with Nami.
All right.
If there's anything you want to do with Nami.
So first of all, I'm going to Nami is going to yeah, we'll just have Nami attempt to sting the book first of all as my bonus action. 13, so does not succeed.
13 will not succeed. The book, of course, is quite nimble and is dipping and dodging and spinning and rotating out of the impact point of the sting.
And Nami is going to fly her way this direction in anticipation for my move.
Pinpoint it real quick.
Just over here.
Just over here.
Yeah. And I am going to do a thunder step.
Thunderstep. Thunderstep.
That is a con save for the book.
Con
DC
save
14?
for the book. Well, let's see. What sort of constitution does a book have? Middle of the road, no comment. Except it is a 1. So
And then I'm going to also go to where Nami is. As I teleport in a puff of smoke.
all right, you go to
Oh,
where
also,
Nami is.
that can be heard from 300 feet away. You know, if that matters.
Oh.
I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't matter at all.
Oh fuck.
So can be heard from 300 feet away.
Oh.
Make some rolls for me.
Oh god.
First, well, I actually, these are rolls that I honestly should be making, so let me make those rolls. First one is that. Okay. Second one is that. Okay. No comment.
Cool.
But a smile.
We're dead.
A very loud thunder crack, which I presume by the name of the spell, is heard as you move from your one location to the other, right next to Nami. It is likely to catch everybody's attention here in the room, as not being a very subtle way of transportation.
Yeah.
And is that going to be your turn, my friend?
That's my turn. As well as I go, wow, I've never really done that one indoors before. Does anybody else's ears pop?
Oh, there we go.
All
That's my
right.
turn.
That is going to be your turn, in which case we are going to move it forward to Zugmans.
Did that one take its 32 damage?
Did you say 32?
Yeah.
Rolled a 1. Yeah, what does that look like then?
Oh, nice.
So he just takes his hands and like claps them in front of him, and a shockwave bursts out, and he is engulfed in a cloud as he kind of all the air rushes into where he was, and then he pops out over to his side, and then the concussive wave radiates out from there, causing the sound, and the pages ripple, and yeah.
All right. Not only do the pages ripple from that concussive blast, but the spine shakes and cracks, and the interior of the book bursts out in leaflets of pages as the cover on both the front and the back is blown asunder, and it all falls down to the ground in a pile of debris. Also meaning that blast of flame goes away. In which case, I do believe that is going to be Zug's turn.
Yep. Zug is just going to smile a little bit and say and be like,
Zug never punched book before. Gonna add to collection. I wanna see how it feels like.
and I'll rage.
All right.
I'll pick the wind element.
Okay.
How far up is this right here?
How far up? They are on your level. It's not high up in the air. The room is only 12 feet high. They are not hovering near the ceiling. It is like 6 feet off the ground.
Okay. Zugja is just gonna straight up punch it. So I'm gonna use my action for the first one. First one. Recklessly.
Recklessly. Of course.
26.
26 is going to hit. So please provide me some damage.
12 damage.
All right. So that is your first strike with one fist, and then you have a follow-up fist.
Going recklessly because I be like that. 27.
27 is going to hit.
Damage.
11 damage. So that was 12 damage and then 11 damage. This book appears like it is just almost completely falling apart. The fact that it even appears that it looks together, it's hanging by just one inch thick corner of binding, and it's surprising that this thing is even keeping together, to be honest.
You're funny to punch. Very soft.
And that's my turn. Okay.
All right. In which case, we move it onward to Orgoth and Draco Rapsha. I wonder.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I wasn't attached to him. All right. Well, Orgoth will move over here, and since I can see the book, I'm just gonna cast a cantrip on it, which will be Frostbite.
All right. So that is going to be Frostbite. Frostbite is going to be a Constitution saving throw. You're affecting the one right next to
Winvir, yeah.
Right next to Winvir. Got it. So, Constitution saving throw. That is a 19. So that is a success. However,
No, I don't think that hits.
I
with the
believe
frostbite.
that is the only thing. Yes, that is correct.
You. Oh, damn it. Well, Orgoth will stay there, but he'll tell Draco to go to scoop. Boy! I know he scoop a bit.
All right, so you're gonna send Draco to Scoop, and just making sure you still have ownership over Draco, correct? You can still move him.
Nope, I can't move him.
Why does this keep happening to me? Draco, why can't you obey your master? How dare you? Says your owner. So let me erase him and add in a different one, and maybe this is the one. Try moving. Oh well, I mean he's not in initiative.
No.
So okay, that might be a reason why. I'll probably remember to just add him to initiative next time.
Right.
So
I can't see myself.
So Draco Robshaw is going to move over to Scoop. And he's going to scratch his head, and he's going to be like, I don't know what's going on.
Yo, kid. Here, I'll tell you what's going on. If you can put a kick me sign on the back of Winvir, I'll get you a tattoo.
Yeah, persuasion roll. Draco thinks for a moment. He's like, that sounds like a deal.
Yeah, he can't know though.
He's going to move over here, and he is going to grab a blank sheet of paper from one of these notebooks, and he's going to start writing in it. That's going to be his turn. And in which case, that is going to be your turn, Orgoth.
Yep.
All right. We have entered to the turn of the animated spell books, of which case we are going to start with the one right next to Zug. You're going to notice 3 things happen in particular, Zug. First, this book is going to cast a spell on itself called Quick Mending. Basically, it is like a heal. It doesn't actually have the information in the description there, but it is 2d6s. So it's going to gain back 9 hit points. As you notice that pieces of the book begin coming back together, and whole pages that fluttered out all draw themselves back onto the binding. It still looks fairly tattered. However, the next 2 things it's going to do is it's going to attempt to float around your head and then bash itself directly into your skull a couple times. 9 will be a failure, and 19, I do believe that is...
That hits. Yeah.
That is going to be a hit. You, of course, are raging. Well, hold on a moment. I keep forgetting. I gotta be honest. I keep forgetting, and I gotta be better at it. You keep attacking recklessly, and I keep forgetting to do things with
true.
advantage every time you do. So, actually, I need to roll both of those.
Yeah, just roll them again.
All right. So, first and foremost, let's see. Okay, well, that one's still going to be
Nice.
7.
Nice.
7 versus 9. It's going to be a 9, but it misses. 19
It's-
versus 12. That
It's not
is-
saying that you're rolling with advantage.
You're correct, because I rolled them once already. So,
Oh, okay.
yep. So 19 is still going to hit. In which case, the damage for that, it's not significant. You probably don't have to worry too much about it. But it is 8 damage. Of course, it is not magical
4.
damage. It's just crushing its body against your skull a couple times. And that is basically all it's going to do. As for the one that's on Windveer, the thing is that this tome is going to cast that same spell. However, it's going to cast it on the currently damaged book. So that spell makes the damaged book increase its hit points by 8. And now the tome that was that you had attacked, Zug, is nearly completely back together. And then, of course, this animated tome is going to attempt to fly around and wallop itself right onto Windveer's head a couple times.
That hits.
That's going to hit. And that's going to hit.
Ooh.
So, first and foremost, I hate that it does that. So ignore this roll, please. The damage for that first roll is going to be 7, and then the critical. One sec here. Ignore that roll. Is going to be 8. 7 and 8, which is 15. As this, once again, this tome flies through the air and begins thrusting itself at your head, almost as if like it's a boxer throwing punches directly at your across your temple and one right at the bottom of your chin. The final book is the animated spell book. This one is going to creep forward, and a couple options that it has here. Let's see here. It is going to cast a magic missile on. Let's see, got 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's gonna be Bala. So that's gonna be a first level magic missile upon Bala in particular. You don't happen to have shield, do you?
No.
Okay. All right, 3 magical darts. That's gonna be. If it's funny, it only lets me roll 1 at a time here in Foundry. It's weird. 1 is going to be for 5, 1 is going to be for 4, and 1's going to be for 3. So that is a total of 12 force damage upon Bala. Just make sure everybody to update your character sheets as the damage is coming in. And aside from that, that is going to be the turn of the books. And we're going to start at the top with Scoop. As you are now actually noticing that these books are being complete nuisances to the, to your party mates.
Scoop size. He was about to take out his painting utensils and instead, like, puts the paintbrush down and takes out a sword. And it's like, all right, if this just makes things go quicker. He's going to, like, Murphle leap onto, like, the top up here. And he's basically just going to say, don't say I didn't ever do anything for you, Windveer. And he's going to jump off and attempt to attack this book over here.
All right. In which case, also, I have added the modified Mind Blade to your character sheet, which is a short sword instead of a rapier. And one thing I want to check really quick, that potion of Cloud Giant Strength, you gave that to somebody else, correct?
Yeah, Zug has that technically. I'm pretty sure I removed it from my inventory. But I do not have it anymore. Zug has it.
Let me just check his inventory and I'll move it over.
Yeah.
Quick.
I got it over there.
Okay, cool. Just making sure that is updated. Okay, cool. That's all.
Yeah, attack him with it.
Hey, I caught you in.
That is going to be a 23, and that is going to hit. That is 1d6 plus 3 plus 1d6, which is a total of 9 damage.
My sneak attack did not get at. Sometimes it has it, sometimes it doesn't. It's weird. But we'll just roll that now.
Plus 13. In which case, as you are taking your weapon and cutting into this book, please tell me what this looks like.
So Scoop kind of leaps from the top of like the bookshelf over here. While the book is quote unquote distracted, he comes down with his sword kind of slicing through the middle of it, trying to cut through the pages itself.
Excellent. So as your blade comes down and pierces into the book, being that this is the first time that you've wielded this blade in particular, it was originally mentioned to you that this weapon was bestowed with a basically with a kind of a corruption or magic that extended from a Mind Flayer's influence. And so as your blade comes down and cuts through this book, you can actually see a purple streak cut through the air as it slices down the spine of the book and severing it in half, with both sides of the book falling to either side. And it is inanimate.
Oh, Scoop kind of takes a quick second, looks at the blade, and goes like, not half bad. And with that, he's going to kind of come over here and just bonus action hide, and that's going to be my turn.
All right. In which case, we move it onward to Winveer, Pendragon.
All right, I'll look over at Scoop.
Excuse me.
Don't worry, I know you do things. You love me. Anywho, walk over 3, 4, 5, 6. Seeing this book right here, I'm gonna look over at Bala and use Healing Word at first level. As you see my flute just go to do like a quick little thing. Bala, you get healed.
Max.
Remember, you get healed for 8 no matter what.
Yeah. Thank you.
And with that, I still have my action, so I'm just gonna freaking smack at this little book because I'm somewhat angry because the last book beat me.
All right. With very particular, red marks on your face where this book basically smashed into it. You have this, you have this just like really just like disheveled. I feel like there's a contrast with when Winveer is like well kept together and cordial, and when something like really just riles Winveer's, just really messes with Winveer's vibe.
Russell's my jimmies.
Yes, exactly.
I hit.
Oh, that is going to be hit.
Great.
All right, and that is going to be 8 damage.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. In which case, we move it forward to Bala Mitra.
Bala is going to turn to the one that just shot at him with the magic missiles. And he's going to Eldritch Blast. So he's going to get 3 of these.
All right.
There's 1
That is going to hit, of course.
for 10 damage. And then this one, 13 misses.
13's going to miss.
And that's it. And then my bonus action, Nami is going to go and attempt to sting.
All right,
15.
15 is going to hit.
All right, and I need a con save. Even though I'm pretty sure this thing can't be poisoned.
Yes, immune from poison.
Okay. Then it doesn't need to make the roll then.
All right. So that is a total of between both attacks, a total of 15.
Correct.
All right. In which case, with the Eldritch Blasts striking the book, it shudders, and the sting from Nala cuts across its face and across the eye piece. And as it does, you actually almost see this like pure black ichor pour out of the wound across its eye, and it does not look natural.
Yikes! So Nami would be up here, next to the book.
Okay. Did Nami disappear?
No, I just can't move her.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'm gonna fix this next time, and I'm gonna add your familiars and your ads to initiative, so you can move them on turn. So I'm just gonna change the mode of how I do those things because y'all have more than just yourselves that you need to move. So I will make sure to include them in future fights. All right, so Nala moves whereabouts?
Right there where she's at.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. Oh, right up there.
Yes,
Okay. In which case, is that going to be your turn?
that is my turn.
All right. Zug, it is now your turn.
Zug just looks kind of dumbfounded that he just got slapped by a book, and then he smiles and he's like,
Oh, I like you. You like doing book punches. If you survive this, I'll keep you. I like the way you think.
he's going to dish out 4 like very quick attacks recklessly, of course.
All right. 21 is, of course, going to hit.
Let me just copy and paste this. So the first one,
All right, the first one is going to be 9 points of damage.
$18.
18 is going to hit.
14.
14. Okay. Well, you've made an ultimatum to this book, but this book has not been able to meet that ultimatum. So please let me know, what does this look like?
He just fucking throws 4 real quick haymakers, and watching as like the book is like kind of destroyed, he's just like,
Having a book would be like really cool. But he was weak, man.
So as you make your continuous strikes against it, you see it's you can get this like sensation like you are knocking out an opponent in a boxing ring, as the book basically is whapped to the left, whapped to the right, sort of turning as if it's the head of a body, and then with that final blow, it turns around, it like spins around, its pages flying out of it, and it falls to the ground right next to your foot, and almost as if it's making a final gesture of some sort of like attack or a final gesture of some sort of like boxing exchange. It lands on the floor.
I just had a boxing scene with the book.
You had a boxing scene with the book. It lands on the floor, and the front cover of it opens up and manages to land, just land on your foot, and you hear a little whew as it like that's its last attempt to do to try to hit you. But it's at that point, it is not moving anymore.
See, I feel bad now. It's kind of cute. That's why I told you that it would be fun. Whatever.
All right. Is that? Were you saying that to somebody in the room?
Oh, probably to Invir. Oh, I still have movement and 2 more attacks. I forgot.
Yep.
But I don't see anything. So
Well, no.
gonna
From where you're at, you would be able to see around the corner.
Oh,
That's
really?
it.
So I'll just let me see.
I'm putting my sword
movement.
over to the book.
I'm just gonna move over here. It's saying I'm colliding.
You're colliding. Oh, because
Oh yeah, I found.
once
that
again,
one.
it has to do with my placement of certain walls.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yep.
Let me just take a look. Oh yeah. And I'm going to. How many attacks did I do? I only did 2. I'm gonna dish out 2 more quick punches and say like,
If you survive, they're gonna keep you. But you gotta survive.
All right, we'll see what happens.
He's like, "Be my book." 25.
25. That's gonna hit. All right, what does this look like as you beat the crap out of this one?
As Zug punches a hole through it, you can just see like a little bit of sadness in his face. He just wants a book now.
Yes, your punch is going to be strong enough where it's about to open up his pages to to fling another spell, but your fist just goes right through the spine, and there's this hole, boom, right through the middle of the book. And the book just hangs there across your wrist for a moment, and then its pieces fall down to the floor.
Oh wait, can I see any other hostile?
Nope, that would be the last one.
Oh yeah, so that's my turn.
All right. In which case, we are actually gonna move it to Orgoth here for simply for the sake that it is also Draco Robshaw's turn. And before the battle has ended, Draco Robshaw is going to do a couple rolls here. Not very stealthy.
Can I?
And not very good at sticking the thing on your back. He basically like crawls over the desk to like stick it on your back, but as soon as he does so, like he's realizing like whatever little hook thing he devised out of the corner of, you know, like the spiral in the notebook, it doesn't stick to your it just doesn't stick to your back. It just falls right to the floor.
I'm gonna pick up the note, look over at Draco. My guess, he probably has that kid look. Like they know they get caught and they're like, oh.
He's got that like big smile, like I was just having fun.
First things first, I'd recommend working on your footwork. Considering the fact that I could hear you a mile away does not actually help, and the fact that your hands are too daft enough to actually be able to stick it onto my back is another thing you need to work on. You seem to start crumpling up in one hand. Alright. Try telling your teacher to be able to work on your stealth more. I'm not even mad, this is just disappointing. But you'll learn in due time. Just kind of like shucks it over his back. Now, we should probably get out of here and be able to find the journeyman's dormitory. Now, come on, everybody. Scoop, if you will.
Hell yeah.
Quick question.
You did a fantastic job, Zug.
Could we like read? Well, could Scoop read like anything on the book that's like cut in half, just like a title or just anything on it?
If you are taking a look at the like remains of the book, like the pages.
Yeah, just curious what could be potentially on them. A quick look.
Yeah,
Not very detailed.
Arcana check. All right. The thing is that most of it, and of course you recognize it as a lot of magical script on the pages. Like the front of the book seems to have it seems to suggest the one that's next to you is it's a spell book that is for the most part empty, except for maybe a few pages where there is a mending spell and because you all witnessed the mending spell. There are one or two spells that are contained in it that you you can't necessarily tell. But yes, it's amongst scattered pages around you.
Okay. Scoop just kind of takes a mental note of that, and we'll follow along with the group.
From where you are standing right now, Scoop, you do, of course, recognize that you are standing right next to a desk here in the study hall. There was something about, just a reminder, there was something about a desk that was mentioned before leaving the Undercroft.
Other power sources. Lab. Sorry, reading my notes. Outlive, other half, alchemists. Okay. If I rolled above a 10, Scoop would have remembered.
Sure.
Scoop is going to then just check the desk.
Absolutely. So you at first are going to notice that the desk is just your typical desk. There's a bunch of just like blank papers in there and a bunch of just weird odds and ends. However, you are going to remember something that was said about the desk, and after doing enough searching, you notice that there is actually a compartment underneath one of the underneath the bottom of one of the drawers, and there are two things that you're able to pull out. The first thing being a wand of sorts, of which case I will throw this particular wand onto your character sheet here. Just give me one moment. Boom. And you remember it being something about a wand of protection from good and evil.
Oh, I did write that down.
Yes.
That's important.
Yep. The second thing, actually, is a key. Now, you might not have it in your notes, but there basically it is a spare key. It has the head of the top of it basically has the head of an eagle. It is a brass key, and wrapped around it is a note. And the note basically says, copy of journeyman quarters, key for safekeeping.
Copy of journeyman's quarters, key for safekeeping.
Yes, and it looks like it is in the handwriting of somebody of which you've seen the handwriting and drawing style of before. That would be Ushan.
Scoop kind of squints at it, thinking he's better than any type of key. Puts it in his pocket, and will hurry to catch up with everyone.
All right. In which case, what does everybody say and what does everybody do?
Let's move. I wanna try to find a worthy book.
Is it closed? The door?
Is the door closed? The door is open.
So Zug's just going to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Walking towards here. He's gonna see if he can find a trap over here.
All right, as you... I love it how you just walked up and assumed there was a trap.
Oh yeah.
But if that's good thinking. Hey, roll if you feel strong, my friend. Roll an investigation check.
Zug has been a victim to way too many traps. Investigation?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know shit.
It is not trapped, but of course, you don't believe it's trapped. But of course, it is certainly locked.
I'm gonna kick it.
All right, roll an attack on the door.
Zug is sad that he doesn't have a bug. 25 to hit.
All right, you strike the door. Roll your damage. As you strike the door, your fist rams into the surface, and you feel the blow from your fist reverberate back into your body, and you are struck with 9 damage. But of course, if you're still raging, that
Probably not.
I mean, it's magical, isn't it?
No, but it's a minute, and I think a minute already passed.
Okay, so that would be 9 damage on yourself.
Yeah.
It seems that something, something about this door seems to have some sort of deliberate resistance from being broken down by force.
Zug looks back like dumbfounded, and he's just like,
Everything here fights back. I'm having so much fun.
I'm sure you are, Zach.
Maybe we should get you that door. Use it as a pet. Yeah, maybe I'll hit it again. What you guys think?
No.
I can hit it like harder.
If it hurt your back, why would you hit it again? All right. Scoop. You know what? Maybe I should do it myself this time. Give me a second. As I walk over, Zach, can you just excuse me for a second?
Yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna investigate the door.
All right.
See if there's any traps.
Go ahead and investigate the door.
Shh.
I mean, maybe it was just a fluke. It doesn't seem like there's any traps.
what should be a trap, bro?
All right.
It is certainly locked, though.
Fools on me. Scoop.
What?
You mind assisting for a quick second? The door's locked.
I mean, yeah, but there's like a conga line. Let me move. Get out of the way. Move. The VIP coming through.
Hey, don't shove me.
Move. I gotta get to the door.
Thinking thoughts.
This place is really narrow. If someone were to kill us in this little hallway right now, it'd be very easy. Just saying.
This is the first time someone tried to kill us in a narrow hallway.
Zug, you're too big. Let me go under you.
I know. But hey, don't punch it. It punches back.
Why would you punch a door? You know what? Never mind. We just want books. What did you want Scoop to do at this door?
Unlock the door. It's locked.
Okay. Scoop will assume his party has already checked it, and he's just gonna roll a thieves' tool check to see if he can pick the lock.
All right. Go ahead and roll a thieves' tool check to pick the lock. All right. I will ask you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Is this considered magical?
I told you.
It is considered magical.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right. And that is, you are, when picking this lock, you are going to be successful. However, there is going to be a solid shock of energy coming back through the thieves' tools and into your body. And that solid shock of energy is going to be to the amount of, what do you know, 3 damage. Not so
What the fuck is wrong? Oh my god! This place is horrible. Yeah, I'm going back to the mirror.
Hey, didn't that guy say something about a staff to open doors?
He said about a staff to open up a particular door. These are just regular room doors.
Is the door actually open now? Like, can I click it?
Yes.
Okay, I never want to click it in case there's like a surprise or something. Scoop singed, probably with his hair lightly singed. Like that was terrible. The door like had like some type of shock on it. Where are we going to now? There's like more doors and there's stairs.
I think the doors are like trapped and stuff. I think we go forward.
Go with the. I should probably go with the doors. Speaking of which, just one second. As he sees Scoop, I'm gonna prezi his hair just to make it presentable again.
I gotta, you know, it's not even worth it. Thank you.
Problem. I think we might need your expertise again, Scoop.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna get shocked again.
When Scoop walks up, does he notice any difference between these two doors, or is it like exactly the same doors?
I mean, from the doors that you have seen.
Well, mostly just are these two doors? Do they look exactly the same?
You mean between each other or between the doors?
Yeah, between each other, or is there any like markings? Like maybe this is a bathroom. I don't know.
No, it's a double set of doors. It is not. They look exactly the same.
Okay. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch it, Scoop by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Scoop is going to look at the door on the right and check that for traps because he's already tired of this place.
All right. Go ahead and investigate. All right. 13. Yeah, you don't anticipate there's anything trapped about these doors.
Does this door have a keyhole?
They both do not have keyholes. So your investigation suggests that they are not locked.
Scoop kind of shrugs and will open up the right door.
And the door opens.
I didn't want to do that. Just for quick sake, Scoop's gonna make just a quick stealth check and then walk in. Before he tells everyone to wait. Hey, wait, let me just check real quick. And make a quick stealth check. Looks down both halls. You hear him say, "All right, I think we're good. There's like some paper here. Doesn't seem like anyone's here."
Let me check this. I'm gonna step on the paper.
Oh, did it not trigger?
A trigger.
They're only on when on enter. Active. There we go. Let me just do it that way. So essentially, you basically see what appears to be it's a notebook. It's a notebook that has copied or torn pieces from seems to be another book and some observations written on it in like just scribbled pen. And it reads as such, as you can see here.
I'm assuming Winver reads this out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we'll be trying to find some scrolls or such to be able to use protection from evil and good.
Oh yeah, I got that already. Yeah, I found that.
Perfect. As I neatly fold up the note, put it into my pocket.
I mean, I honestly don't really want it. Hey, Bala. I think this is more of like your thing. Could you cast like that spell? You cast a lot of weird stuff.
No.
And aren't you like evil technically?
No, I'm not evil. Why would you think I'm evil?
I kind of assumed everyone here is evil. Sorry.
I'm not good, but I'm not evil. I introduced myself by helping people.
No, you introduced yourself by barging into our room when we told you no one was here.
That's fair, but it was because I was helping people, and you were causing a problem.
We're getting off track. Can you cast that spell or no?
No, I do not know that spell.
Wait, Orgoth, do you know that spell? Who here knows this spell? Or are we just kind of fucked with just this rinky-dink wand?
Huh, we're fucked. I'm gonna take a piss. Yeah, I don't know that spell.
Not on the books.
Oh man, you're really letting loose, Doug. I think you had too much water.
I kind of knew the spell with my leer, but that went up in flames very quickly.
Okay, well, it looks like when we were leaving that like library place, there was this wand here. It has a spell in it. It's very limited. There's only like some charges on here. I personally do not want to or feel like I should be responsible for this shit.
They handed it to me then.
No, not you. You already have too much responsibility.
Ooh, me. Can I hold on to it, please? Can I hold on to it?
Actually, Dad.
It'll be fine.
I'm definitely not giving it to him. Here, Bala, you take this.
Okay.
Now, if I give this to you, you're not allowed to go into any weird portals and not show up, or I'm going to kill you.
No promises?
No, you have to promise. Like Pinky promised me right now.
I can't do that. My dad does weird
Give me
things
your pinky. Hold out your pinky.
No, I don't have pinkies.
What
I'm
do you mean
kind of ashamed. I'm kind of ashamed about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Wait. We need to talk about this right now. What do you mean you don't have pinkies?
I don't want to talk about it.
Am I the only one hearing this? This man doesn't have a pinky.
I hear it, and at this point, considering what we're dealing with, this is not that strange. Can we move on, please?
All right, fine. Where to?
It lives in a lamp, so pretty normal.
Well, probably up the stairs is probably where we'd to go.
I'm also using prestidigitation on the books that Zug peed on, and making sure they're not important.
Making sure they're not important. If there's any one thing that you've noticed, it's that there are many, many, many books, and it seems like the books are sort of like distributed throughout various places in this broken nexus, as it were. And many of these books they're trivial compared to what it is that you are actually trying to look for as an individual. However, some of them are like textbooks, some of them are just, I don't know, long-winded pieces of nonfiction. How much do you value that?
Not at all.
Okay. So there's at least 1% of a stink still on them, probably. Maybe. It's up to you.
No, it's kind of like just like a blow dryer going, and no, I don't care.
All right. In which case, you are all standing within this particular hallway. You notice that on one side of the hallway are a double set of doors. The thing is that from this side, they have symbols on them that you may faintly recognize, and it occurs to you shortly that these are the same set of doors that you have seen previously, except you are on the other side of them. The other direction, you notice that there is a staircase up, and there is a large engraved set of letters. There are a series of large letters across the top of the wall above the double set of doors that says Journeyman's Quarters.
First thing Scoop is going to do is he wants to come over here just to either like lock these doors or maybe like put something in front of it. He's a little bit paranoid after everything he's seen. That's why he's like marking things. But he wants to like block this way off if possible. If there's a handle, maybe jam like a book in there, something like that.
Let's see here. They're door knobs, not necessarily full handles. There are two basically bookshelves, it looks like, that are not directly connected to the wall or are not like, embedded in the walls. So you might be able to move those in front of the double set of doors.
Are there locks on them for him to actually like reverse lockpick and just lock the door?
I mean, I'll say this: are you interacting with the door?
Yeah, he wants to basically cover our ways. Since it sounds like we came from this way, he just wants to sort of cover our tracks.
So, when attempting to interact with the door, you realize that the doors refuse to budge even an inch. If you press on them, there is no give. And while there are door knobs, they don't even seem to turn.
Oh, okay, perfect.
There are keyholes on each of these doors.
Mm-hmm. Looks good to him. Sounds like it's locked.
All right. So, what does everybody say and what does everybody do?
No? This is like kind of like gesturing over to the stairs. Shall we?
Let's go.
All right. As each of you ascend the steps and reach the double doors, you notice that these doors are a little different. They don't appear to have any sort of knob on them. They are almost completely flush with the wall. If anybody would like to make any particular check to know more, feel free.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure, absolutely.
I'm proficient in nature, I guess.
It is my answer to that would be it is the nature of a door to open and close.
Yeah.
Arcana 17. So as you are sort of looking and investigating this door, you notice that the mechanics of this door is absolutely not that one would open it by way of a physical trigger. Not any physical interaction with the door itself. However, you do notice that there are very tiny indents in the wall extending off of the door from the top, and in a perpendicular fashion that indent goes up and then it goes right. And as it goes right, it occurs to you that it leads all the way around the corner to this wall here. And that wall, there seems to be some sort of stone, almost like a stone box jutting out of the wall that the indent across the wall leads into.
Walk up to the stone indent. See, does it look like it requires a key or anything to open?
It doesn't look like it requires a key. While is stone accurate? It's a stone. How do I describe it?
Pressure plate?
It's not a pressure plate. It's a a box made of stone. What it is a panel of some sort, and it's made of a material that is outlined in stone, but the face of it is metal. And it looks like it is something that could open if you figured out what the mechanics of it were.
I do an investigation check onto it.
Sure.
Okay, this is not gonna help.
With a 10, as you are investigating, what's odd is it seems like there's not. It seems like it functions a certain way, but in reality, it doesn't seem like there's actually anything on the other side of it. In other words, with a 10, perhaps something needs to make contact with it.
Alright, so I'm gonna see. It's just a little curiosity. I'm just even try to start lightly poking it, see if it starts moving it through.
You're gonna start poking at it with what? What are you poking at it with?
With my hand, I'm just trying to push it through to see if it's still budge or anything like that.
As you make contact with it, just need to remember here. As you make contact with it, it just seems, it actually occurs more to you that maybe, you're not actually sure. Maybe this thing doesn't open. Maybe it does just require something to make contact with it. But your hand is not it.
Wait. Wait a minute, because I think I remembered we got an orb from the mage. That's in Val's inventory.
It's not in Val's inventory. It's in the party's inventory.
Okay. But it was the orb we got. He said it was used to help open up the way, if I remember correctly.
So Val, so technically Val grabbed onto it, but I would suggest that since Val is not here, that it is in somebody's possession. I will presume that it's in your possession.
Most likely. Look up, and I try to hold the orb right next to the stone, jetting out.
All right. So as you bring that gem up against the surface, I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yay. 17.
All right. So there's one thing that I want to roll. If you could, please roll me a D100.
That's never good.
It's not
Everything fights back.
21. Yep, this is gonna hurt.
Absolutely. So with that of a Constitution saving throw, 17 is going to, is certainly going to have the damage. And that is going to be, that's going to be half of 7. However, what ends up happening is as you take this gem and it makes contact with this panel, it immediately interacts with it, and you see arcs of pink and crimson colored energy pulse off of this gem as the whole thing discharges, and you feel some of this energy coursing through yourself. However, while this gem makes contact with the surface, the rest of you notice that the two doors begin to shudder a little bit, and then they part ways. And on the other side, you see what almost appears to be like a pillar of... It's almost like a pillar of water, but at least that's how it looks. But it seems to swirl upwards. And it occurs to you that this is the closest thing that resembles, I guess, a magic elevator. And it does occur to you that you are, in fact, staring upon a magic elevator leading upwards. However, Winvier in particular, having placed this gem at this contact point, you find yourself, it doesn't really matter all that much because you're not in combat. However, you find yourself stunned for a couple rounds. In which case I'm going to articulate that your hair is standing on end and you look completely frizzled. And there is at least a small jet of smoke pouring off of part of your body.
While he's stunned, I want to prestidigitation his hair to look like mine.
All right. Well, we have so that means we have Winvier rocking the floof. Yeah, rocking the fro.
Nice.
Can't feel my legs.
Can't feel
so much better.
As his like body, the way that he has, is still stuck in place.
I can't feel my feet either, buddy.
Look, help.
All right. So what you have learned is that the standard way of interacting with this door has some sort of mechanism to it. However, placing this energy source does seem to short circuit it. However, since you were the one holding it at the time, you were the one who basically takes the brunt of the discharge. So something to learn about such energy sources going forward.
Orgoff looks at Draco and goes, "That's your chance. Come on." Put the note.
Oh my god.
All right. So we are going to again try with a stealth check, which is not bad, and then again with a sleight of hand check.
Oh my god.
Poor
I mean,
Whitney.
he's gonna do.
Child wonder.
He's gonna do the Macaulay Culkin Home Alone, like yes, but do it very quietly, and he's gonna run back over next to Orgoth.
Are the doors open?
The doors are open. It just doesn't. It doesn't show physically on here, but the doors are open. So I guess the only question is. Oh, sorry.
They're not open.
Well, they're not open literally because there's. Okay,
Oh.
I'll show you what's on the other side of them. That's it. There's nothing. There's nothing
gotta
actually
see.
here on the map itself. I
gotta see that man behind the curtain. I gotta look. I gotta see. I gotta explore.
You have in fact opened the doors to notice that there is a brick wall exactly on the other side of the doors.
Nice.
And a note that says thank you for playing the demo.
I may be stunned. I can't move. I'm just gonna look at Draco with like the most dagger glaring eyes at him. And to Scoop as well, just like really. Forgot.
I thought you thought it looked good. I thought you wanted hair like mine.
So I will argue, looking at your passive perception, that he rolled his stealth above your passive perception. So you will not be aware of this note on your back for a little bit.
So, due to the fact that I alerted everything and everyone in a 300-foot radius, I just feel the obligation to point out that Nami has 10 foot of blind sight. Don't know if that'll be useful, but I feel like I should throw it out there.
All right. Thank you for letting us know. You, of course, yeah. I mean, making a loud noise in a place like this, it seems like a nerve-wracking affair. You're uncertain what that could cause or mean moving forward, but as you look around at this point in time, it at least doesn't seem like to you, at least on a direct passive surface, that there is anything that you're aware of that has been alerted.
Beans.
All right. So the only thing left to ask is, do you all step through the door and step into the elevator?
Scoop's already on it.
All right. Scoop, you step right into it, and it's not liquid at all. It's just that's what it looks like out on the outside. As soon as you step into it, you feel being lifted off of your feet, and you begin floating up into the air. And you feel weightless as you do so. And it begins to ascend 30, 50, 70, 90 feet. And then, as you are staring up, you see what appears to be a floor. Not like a literal floor, but that is to say the evidence of the end of your journey. That is to say the end of your initial journey up to the next floor up. And you are the first person to arise and step out, and you realize that you are in a chamber which is fairly large. Is medium-sized, is somewhat octagonal in nature. And we will have to wait to see how the rest decide to enter or what they do what they do beforehand.
I look at Scoop flying, and I'm just like,
Holy shit! They're gonna fly too!
Suck, help! Someone.
Get fucked, speak of it.
Oh my god.
I'm like trying. It's like everybody keeps forgetting. Everybody keeps fucking forgetting. I'm your healer.
This is because you wrote fucking fuck I rose in Elvish in my shield. This is payback.
and I step in. As he's getting up,
Ready
he's
for that.
like,
All right, Zug, you're the
Fuck
next
with
one to
it.
ascend.
This looks fun. Orgoth will just pull Windveer and throw him in there to see what happens.
Windveer does not have a full sense of balance, so you actually begin to notice that as he floats up, he begins to sort of like tilt on his side. As he's almost like he's rotating listlessly as he is ascending. And upon reaching that next floor, he's basically going to reach up to it, and then he's going to plop on the floor and go prone.
Oh, that looks fun. Time to go, boy.
Draco is going to like rub his hands together, and he's going to like start doing stretches. He's going to do like one arm stretch over the head, another arm stretch over the head. He's going to start pulling on his ankles a little bit, and he's going to step back a few paces. And as he steps back a few paces, he's going to turn around and look at the door, and he's going to position himself like he's about to run, and he's going to dart right in. And as he jumps into the thing, he's going to like do a backflip or a front flip. Sorry, backflip's a little too impressive. A front flip. And he ends up starting spinning in the air as he ascends up, and you can just hear him go, "Yeah, woo!" That's it. That's what he does. And I assume Bala is going to be the next one in.
Yes. Flying is nothing unusual for Bala, so.
All right.
it's just so fun to see like a child playing in a completely safe place, right?
Right.
Completely safe.
Completely safe.
Yeah.
Map
No, not
ahoy.
here. No.
All right. So we are going to ascend, my friends. Ascend into the Journeyman Quarters proper. Now, this is a map that I put together using Photoshop. Because of its apparent size, I need to make sure that it is going to load up for everyone. So I'm going to hit... well, first of all, I need to make sure that the Fog of War is completely reset. Reset Fog of War. Yes. Thank you. And I'm going to activate it. Well, it apparently failed for my Twitch my Twitch session. Let me actually exit out of my Twitch session and then open it back up. Boo boo. Has it loaded up just fine for everybody?
It's at 99% for me.
Okay.
Same.
Same.
All right. It seems to have worked. At least it seems to have worked for me. At least.
Yeah, I'm in.
Excellent. Making sure that everybody else just let me know if you see the map.
Stuck at 99.
Stuck at 99.
Yep.
I'm just gonna reload.
Masters with his fucking new internet, just zooming.
It's
Yep.
yeah. It's
While it's loading up,
loaded.
I'm gonna get water real quick. So.
Yeah.
While he is getting water, as we get up here, Scoop would if like Windbeer comes up here prone, Scoop would actually offer a hand to help him up, and he's going to say to Windbeer, "All right, I'm done fucking around. I kind of want to get out of here. Here, take the wand. You probably seem the best at reading people, but if you have too much shit and you get kidnapped or go missing, it's not good to put everything on one person. But you should probably have it, because that weird druid guy told me we need to be careful of anyone else in here. So if you see some weird fuck shit happening, probably need to use a spell on them. You might have like weird brain shit in them."
Sounds.
You good, champ? You good? You need some orange slices? Yeah, you're good. All right, perfect. Scoop kind of tucks the wand in like Windbeer's jacket, and
All
pats
right.
his afro and says, nice hair."
All right. Want to confirm? Anybody still waiting for it to load all the way?
I'm good.
I'm
good.
still loading.
Am I still stunned or am I good?
You're not stunned. You're not stunned
Alright.
anymore.
All right, I'm gonna get back up. Press E hair, bring it back to normal. Ugh,
Oh, it looks worse now.
I'd rather not steal your style.
You can't. Drip is forever.
Fine.
Drip is forever.
Scoop kind of just takes a quick glance around. I think this is like the halfway point that was mentioned or something.
This is the spot that we need to find the essentially the quartermaster. Quartermaster here, or security guard. Security head here. So we'll be able to actually go up into the master's chamber. So looking, as I also look over at Bala, I was like, wait, I think I remember a quick thing. Bala, you're looking for a particular book, correct?
Not
least-
necessarily a particular book, but
Particular kind of book.
Yes.
I think I
Specific
do-
topic.
I think I remember from Ushan. He said there would be a particular type of book within one of the dorms here. So,
Yes. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out.
right.
Is it still loading for you, Ambrose?
Yep, I'm at the anvil.
Okay. Have you tried restarting?
Oh yeah.
Have you already tried doing it?
I mean, I restarted the browser. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I know that this is a map that's all full of goodies. So let me see, because I have a copy of this map, and I want to see if maybe if I decrease the resolution of it. I have to remember what did I assign as the.
I can play just watching the stream. It's fine. If somebody rolls for me.
I would prefer that I get everybody.
While you're doing that, you mind if I do
I
one
loaded
other
in. I loaded in.
RP thing? Oh,
I am. I am not. I am at.
You're loaded in?
Yeah. Now it's up to 99%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. This the map is at 10,920 pixels of width. So I can for sure jump in real quick and change the resolution and change the grid size, and it should be able, if I do that, it should be able to load easier. So if I can ask for everybody's patience while I do that, I will go ahead and do that. In the meantime, anybody who is currently in this scene in this particular room, there is a you do notice that this does seem to be a central chamber. Surrounding you is piles of stone debris, and you can clearly see huge chunks of the walls that have sort of broken off and chunks of the ceiling that have collapsed down. It does seem that the ruin that affects a great majority of the complex has not spared this location either.
Hey Matt, I loaded in.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know here. Let's go ahead and play it forward, and if we run into any issues, I'll create a half resolution version of this map. So for anybody who is in the room, you'll of course notice that there's a bunch of debris surrounding you. As you look up, you see that the elevator does seem to go, obviously does seem to go up even further. However, you are clearly not getting the propulsion upward that you would expect to get. So this does seem to be that initial floor, and you may in fact be in that initial location where you need to be in order to search for a second power source. And likewise, you notice that on the wall here, Winvier, there is a similar panel to the one that you interacted with.
I am not touching that one right now. Really noted.
Zug is going to approach this. What is this? Is this a pillow or something?
It is a large sheet of paper. It is a poster of sorts, as a matter of fact.
Okay. I'm going to take a look at it.
Aw, it didn't trigger like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Again.
There we go. Now it did. It says, "Welcome, journeyman mages. Your saga into your studies begins here. 1. Your room is posted as below. 2. All rooms come with a conjurer's tome to manifest necessary furniture and essentials. Standard layouts are provided, but it is recommended that your room contains 1 bed, space for study and personal casting, and a journal. 3. Each room is magically sealed with silence and abjuration as to not disturb your neighbors. 4. Respect the property and sanctity of your neighboring students. 5. Any unsolicited magic outside your room may be grounds for disciplinary action. Please report all concerns and questions to Hallmaster Kendrick." While it says poster is torn and destroyed past this point, the poster that you are looking at is actually on the wall. And it is torn past this point. However, the second half of it is on the floor below you, separated from the top part. And this is what the second half of it looks like. Feel free to use this as a continuous key, because there's a bunch of names on it.
Oh my god, it's a lot of names.
Oh shit.
A lot of names.
Wait. Okay, here it is.
Zug is going to take both papers and just walk towards Waynevere, and he's like,
Speak a mess. Figure this shit out.
and give both of the notes to him.
I don't understand shit.
Look it through. Alright, well, looks like it's a layout for all the dormitories when it comes with its quarters. We, as I show her the X, we are here. My guess is that each one leads to a certain part. So I'm trying. Let's see here. I'm just trying to see if there's one for Kendrick. I don't see the room that's meant for the Hall Master. There are some vacant rooms that he might be partaking in. Starts pulling out his little ink. So we need to hit, by the looks of it, 11, 27, 29, 29, 40, 41. So probably the ones that are most likely Kendrick would be locked away in.
I closed it. How do I open this again?
There is a journal section. Under journal, there should be a Tales of Seglesia journals, and then there should be one under Quest for Shimmering Prison, and then it should appear under the Journeyman's Quarters folder. Does that not show up?
That shows up. I need the other one. The map, the bottom half.
Yeah. So let me make sure that this is actually
floor map.
There we go. It has changed, and now you should be able to access it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, we could try going from 11 to 41 or 41 to 11. I recommend going from 11 to 41 because there'll only be two there, and then we'll have the two on the right, and then we'll deal with the.
Wait, how do we go up? Like, how do we get to the other ones?
Well, this elevator is going to lead us into the master's chamber, so we need to actually go through here. My guess is they probably have a stairwell.
Question, Waynevere.
Mm-hmm.
Is this elevator still active? Like, is somebody from down below going to be able to get up to us now? Should we figure out a way to shut that off?
It should still be fine. The way that I had it is I had to overwrite. Essentially, look by it. I might have to actually override it using the stone in order to be able to access it. Unless they have that magical equipment, I'm fairly sure they won't be able to access it.
I mean, I'm just how do we get to the ones like in the Y section or the D section? I want to go there.
That looks like a hallway to be able to access through. So my guess it's probably we have to keep going north to south when it comes to the map in order to be able to access this section.
I don't see any doors.
That's because we haven't left yet. Well, it's...
So do we want to start this way?
I always recommended we started that way. You can see those doors, right, Matt?
Everybody can see those doors, yeah.
Yeah. I look, I whistle over to Scoop. This door's right over here, and the looks of it, this one might lead to 11 and 19.
I checked the doors.
All right. Go ahead and check the doors. You check these doors, and it doesn't occur to you that there's anything fishy. It doesn't occur to you that there's anything magical, or that there are any traps associated with this.
Cool. I try to open them.
All right. Go ahead and open them.
I just kind of fling them both wide.
Watch it blow up.
So when you open the doors, you hear, it's like this reverberation. Even if you're being abundantly quiet, it is silent as the grave in this place. It gives you eerie feelings. Everybody gives you eerie feelings. If anybody has any memory of school in their childhood, while this is a university, this is the kind of setting where you would expect there to be students and faculty and all sorts of busyness, maybe a bit of revelry, some fun conversations being had, some reminiscing of things that happened last night. All of those items that you get this wash of memories as you open these doors. But you can't pick out any particular ones. It's just this presence of them. Almost as if you can, just for a glimpse of time, hear in a reverberated distance, in a direction you can't quite identify, the echo through time where these halls were populated. And you are automatically struck with this sense of sort of the grim reality of what sort of ruin has come across this entire place. While this entire complex is strange and unusual to you, it is an academy. And it is a place for students. But it is no longer. It is now abandoned, and it is in ruins.
Look over at Allah. Shh. Alright, now we're gonna need to be very, very quiet.
That I can do.
Look over, everybody. We need to be very quiet here.
Zerg always very quiet.
Must be rabbit season.
Actually, it's duck
that
season.
also went through my head. So rolling stealth, Bala does.
Of course.
Windveer believes Windveer is stealthy. And hey, actually, Zug, you feel like you have been around Windveer for enough times that you've sort of figured out where the softer part of your feet are located. And you definitely get this like sense of like, ooh yeah, Zugman is stealthy.
Nobody can see Zerg.
Where's the kid?
Oh yeah, where is the kid? And where is Nala?
Nami.
Nami. Bala and Nami. One sec here. You need Draco. Draco has
needs to.
Yeah, Draco has been flipping around in air, suspending above y'all, just having fun. And now he's sort of like just staggering because he is dizzy.
Scoop, 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 don't.
What?
That way's not to 11. This way is. As I point directly.
I'm not going to 11. I'm just looking around.
It is clear to you as you move northward, Scoop, that there have been multiple collapses of walls and ceilings, and large chunks of basically the entire building is collapsed in on itself. And it does occur to you that there are some locations that don't seem to have a clear hallway route to get to, as you are noticing that the way north has been caved in.
Interesting.
All right. So you stand amongst three different ways to go. Three different directions. Well, two different directions. And you have a map in your possession. Where do you go and what do you do?
Wait, why are we on this side? What are we going for first?
There are 2 vacant rooms here. My guess is the hallmaster has taken location there.
Okay. Well, when we're done, I want to check out the other side. There's one room that catches my eye.
Yes, we'll be doing that. We're just trying to first get to those rooms to find them. After we find them, then we can do a little bit of shenanigans. Just want to be able to set up, and even then, might have something of a base of operations for the time being.
I mean, if you're like the headmaster, I don't think you kind of go in a vacant room. You probably have like your own room, like the master bedroom or something. Just my guess.
Actually, can I do a history check to see something?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Would I know if a hallmaster would actually stay in the dorms, or would he have his own?
Well, I didn't. In this particular case, while it was described to you that the hallmaster's office is at the spire, in an environment like this, it would make sense to you that the hallmaster would have a room that is somewhere connected or nearby the journeyman quarters. However, you don't suspect that a hallmaster would live among students. Now, you don't know necessarily, I mean, you don't know too much about the customs of the Arcanist Inquisition. There's a lot of, even amongst noble individuals and individuals who try to get into the know, there's a lot of mum's the word when it comes to just how things are done inside the Arcanist Inquisition. However, if you're thinking about, you know, schools and universities in general, anything that has dormitory, a hall master is somebody who would not, like, this is a staff member. This is not a student or like a student elected individual or elected student like hall monitor. This is somebody who probably would have a living quarters near their office, not amongst the students.
No, Scoop, you might actually be right.
Well, here, open the map. There's one name that like sticks out that we heard before. I want to check out 32.
32?
Yeah.
Oh, Telendar. That was the one with the retro book, if I remember correctly, right?
But it rings a bell.
Okay. In that case, we'll just have to go to the other side.
I mean, we're already here, but I mean, we can go back, hopefully.
Well, no, it's 32. 32 is on the other side. The other side.
Yeah, it's on the other side, but we're already on this side, so we might as well see what's here.
Good point. We actually should first be able to check south. Maybe the
Sure.
might be the Hall Master's quarters might be there.
All right. So are each of you looking to head south?
Yes.
Careful for traps.
All right. Feel free to move your tokens at will.
While we're walking down there, Scoop wants to bring up something that he's been thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
This is just in general, kind of really like quietly as we're walking through. So you guys remember those like Gif Yankee that we fought?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they didn't talk. And that was really odd. I mean, usually when you're fighting someone, I mean, at least for me, I'm talking shit. But in general, you kind of like talk, especially when you have a hostage. And what's really odd is, well, I'm pretty sure all of us but Orgoth might know this, but whenever they hit you with their weapons, them shits hurt. And like, not like normal hurt, but like it hurts your brain.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's walking, Scoop's gonna like pull out his sword, and he's gonna say, "It's really similar to like this sword." The interesting thing about this, at least from what I can tell, just early observations, this shit might belong to like the brains. Long story short, I think those guys had brains in them. So if we run into them again, it should be fuck talking, more stabbing.
I don't know.
Look, they're wielding weird alien psychic weapons just like this. They didn't talk. I think they got brains.
The
And
way
by I think they got brains, they don't got brains. They got alien brains in them.
well, I would say is remember what Zug was talking about. They would try to actually try to create speech in order to be able to blend in. So if they weren't able to talk, why would they actually?
I mean, no need to blend in when you have overwhelming numbers and they're just gonna kill us.
Oh, but they were too organized to it to have themselves as mindless thralls. That's the thing.
What if they're the ones who thought that we had brains in us?
I mean, I think these things are like a hive mind. They probably know right off the bat.
I'm gonna be honest. I truly actually think it's more for the fact that we don't actually know the language. It's remember what the mage said. Is that he was able to pick up words from them. They were able to speak, but they're not able to speak any common. I guess they can only speak a certain language.
I mean, they might be able to speak, but I still think they got brains in them. Wait, where are we going down here? There's a bunch of doors.
I think, as I point over to the rubble, I think we were going this way.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Sarcasm.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so I guess we have to go back around. Bala, what are you doing?
Just taking a look outside, apparently.
As we're going through this, Matt, do you need us to remake stealth checks or anything, or are you just taking rolls we had before? Because Scoop is just kind of walking.
You're all keeping the same rolls as you had before.
Okay.
And I need to do basically a smaller version of this map, I decided, because my foundry crashed. and forcing
Yeah,
all you to restart is going to be...
I have like a 12-second delay or something.
All right, so yeah. So in which case, that's not too much of a difficult fix for me. I already created a map that is half the size, and I can just adjust what the grid size for it is. I'm in the process of restarting Foundry. What I might ask of you is don't load in just yet until I have changed and updated the map, which should be just a moment here. So Journeyman Quarters, I'm going to hit configure, and then we're going to change that to the second one that I created and change the grid to 70 pixels. I'm going to hit save. And what that is going to do is create...
Everything's gray.
But that made everybody really tiny. Okay,
I'm fine with that.
I guess. One sec here.
Small man.
Yeah.
So if I loaded this in, it should be smaller. Actually, let me get the half size of this. So that's going to be 4200, and the half size of that is going to be... I gotta do maths. Maths time. Calc Pro. Five, 4, 6, 0. 5, 4, 6, 0. Save. Yep. Hopefully that did not just break everything. If it did, I'm gonna be mad. Yeah, that totally did break everything. That makes me upset.
Gosh darn it, Foundry, you.
Here's what I think. I think if I bring the width and everything back up to its original, values, that should fix everything. But while the map size will be large, the quality of the map will still be lower than it was before. But you're all so fucking tiny. So let me change the grid size back. Save.
That's
There. I think I fixed it. I think we're back up. Okay, so
should we log back in yet?
Yeah,
or
yeah, you should log back in.
I'll be right back. I'll go to the bathroom.
All right, I think it's loaded faster for me. I'm pretty sure it has.
I don't see my talking.
Yeah, I think you have to refresh.
I see the token. Oh, I see too much.
Did you refresh?
Did not refresh. I'm refreshing now. Very quiet all of a sudden.
computer loads faster when it's quiet.
So
Say it's like
is it load? Did it load any faster for anybody here?
Nope, not yet. Brave sure is taking a while.
I'm here. I'm finally in the game. I am in. It says the game is paused though.
Still paused?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. In which case, let's
Still loading in.
I gotta find the journal again.
Yeah, it's what I think
There you go.
I should do before the next session is I need to go to some archived maps and I need to put them in a compendium to lighten the load on Foundry because there's a lot of stuff in Foundry. It has become a little congested and I think that's the reason why it's loading a little slower for people.
It's still paused for me, but yeah, everything loaded through.
Still pause?
Nope.
Okay. All right, so we have a few people. Ambrose, I imagine, is going to take a few moments for you.
Yep.
In which case, let us continue, and I will just, as it's loading up, I'll have you leverage the stream for the time being. And so you have found yourself in a hallway where there are doors to your left and right. If you are pairing them with the map that you have obtained, it does appear that these rooms do, in one way, shape, or form, coincide with a very particular particular rooms on that map.
Since we're here, Scoop, I can let you know it's going to room 20. Only specifically because the name says Faye, and he is Faye, so he's going to 20.
All right. So, since you are going to 20, I need to open up my Excel sheet. So I got all the stuff on the Excel sheet. That is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. So you approach 20. I believe you are... So you're approaching that door in particular. What is it that you do once you approach the door?
I mean, it's gonna do... Nah, this place wouldn't be trapped. He sees as if it's open or not. Like, if there's a lock.
It does appear that there is a keyhole, and it does appear when you try to turn the knob, it does not.
He's interested in the key that he found. He has no idea what it goes to, so we'll see if that key works first.
All right. So you're going to slide the key into the keyhole.
Yeah.
All right. So you take the key, slide it in, and with a click, it turns.
Ah. Oh, so much easier. He opens the door. And I feel like I have been doing a lot in general session, so I will let anyone else go or check a room before I do.
All right. One thing that is you're gonna try to let somebody else.
Well, yeah, Scoop is going in, but me as a player, I feel like Scoop has done a lot so far, so I do want to let other people check rooms and do stuff if they'd like to before I start going into a room.
Zug is going to a random door, and he's going to flick it and see if it fights back.
All right. Then roll an attack to flick the door.
Can I recklessly flick a door?
You can recklessly flick a door if you want.
I love this being a barbarian. 16.
All right, 16. You successfully flick the door. It does not hit you back, but you don't get the sense that when you strike the door that you have done all that much damage to it. It seems like despite its wooden exterior, it is actually quite reinforced, and you get a sense that, like, it doesn't seem like the door is heavy. It just seems that it doesn't give to your punches. Seems a little unnatural. Seems a little, perhaps, magical. That is to say, it's a physical door, but it is reinforced with some sort of magic.
Fucking hate magic.
I'm gonna say you can try to unlock it. I'm gonna try to do like a little twist to see if it's locked or not.
You try to twist the handle, and the knob does not turn.
Let's see. Sadly, I don't have any tools on me. As I can I do like a weird sleight of hand check using my dagger, see if I'm able just to like pop it open?
You could attempt.
Jeez, that's the wrong thing. That's the floor map. I don't need floor map. Floor map. I'm not friend for doing rolls. Bad for info, bad for rolls. Alright, so here we go. Sleight of hand. 16.
With your dagger, you stick it into the keyhole, and you try to move it around. As you do, roll an investigation.
This is the one I'm gonna get screwed over on. 11.
It is enough for you to notice and understand that the typical mechanical structure that you would expect to be in a lock. The thing is that there's only some locks that you're aware of that the tip of your dagger could help with. But at least in the ones where the tip of your dagger can't really help with, you can still get a sense with it that, yes, there's, the typical mechanics that are inside of a lock that if you had a finer tool, you could unlock or you could trip. However, you get a sense like there is not a familiar set of mechanics inside of these locks. Almost as if the keyhole itself is more symbolic than anything.
Well,
or that it is a representation of what would be a lock. Something clearly goes into it, but not anything that you could pick.
Of course. I would be surprised more if they actually use archaic locks here. Alright then. I look over at Zag. Truth be told, I guess Scoop would probably know something to be able to help with this.
I would like to try and cast Mage Hand on the other side of the door and open it from the inside.
When you typically cast Mage Hand, you would cast it upon like an area you could see, correct?
No, you don't need to be able to see it. It just has to be within range.
A point you choose within range. Hand lasts for the duration until you dismiss it as an action. Hand vanishes if it's ever more than 30 feet from you. So when you cast your Mage Hand, you can feel like the magic of that cantrip had taken effect. However, almost as soon as you feel it take effect, it stops or disconnects, as if as soon as it appeared, it disappeared.
Well, it was worth a try.
Oh, yeah, Bala, I forgot. Remember what I wrote? Remember what Zug showed us in the poster? These rooms are all equipped with a silence spell. That might be the reason why.
All right. Does anybody else wish to go before I jump over to Scoop?
Maybe an Arcana check on the door.
All right. Feel free to roll an Arcana check on the door. Okay. Based upon the, sort of witnessing what other individuals have attempted so far, what Windveer has attempted, what Bala has attempted, and you investigating the door, you being of substantial Arcana background, it tracks with the fact that this is an academy of magic. The fact is that these doors, while they are a physical manifestation, and while there are in fact rooms on the other side of them, they do not function in the way that a typical door would. There isn't a turning mechanism inside. It is purely magical. So the reason is so that only those who own a key to their room can access their door unless there is a master key of some sort. It also tracks that trying to open the door from the inside doesn't work based upon what was read on the poster because of abjuration magic. Otherwise, then other mages that knew Mage Hand could just freely break into each other's dorm rooms. So knowing that, of course, you're in a place that is a place for students and they're going to engage in whatever shenanigans they'll try to engage in, it makes perfect sense that every single one of these rooms has a very restrictive door that only explicitly allows specific keys, and that any other access into the room that is like either through, like maybe even through the wall, or with a mage hand from the other side, that those are dispelled by magic that is literally embedded in the walls between you and what's on the other side of them.
All right, well, Orgoff tells that to everyone. Looks like we'll need to find some key.
Probably be with the hall master.
Speaking of which, an individual in your party who has a key managed to put his key in the keyhole and turn it, and there is a room before him. And before him, you notice that there is it seems to be a fairly standard room. There is a large rug across the floor. There does seem to be a balcony beyond the rug. There is a bed to the right of you. That is to say, your right. And it does seem to be like there are a few locations where this individual has, whoever's room this is, they have shelves where they have like textbooks or certain things that they're looking at or studying or whatever. You imagine that, you're curious about what sort of things you might find in this room. It doesn't seem like anybody is in here, and it doesn't seem like any brains are in here either.
I remember what we said before. Well, not what we said, but on the poster, that there's supposed to be like a journal in each room. Would this be considered the journal here? This paper?
Yes.
Scoop attempts to pick it up, and yeah, I don't think I can just click on it.
Yeah, some of those triggered effects are not doing what they're supposed to. So in which case, let me manually trigger it. Yes, it is absolutely true that a chunk of the discovery of this of your adventure here is going to be lore for your reading and viewing pleasure. So,
some tea. Scoop finds. Interesting. Is this person in here? I gotta go look up this name.
While you're while you are reading the note, what are the rest of you doing? I would say from Windveer's angle, you would have noticed that Scoop has taken something from his person, interacted with the door where he was standing at, and he was able to open it and walk in.
I look back at the others and go, hey, Scoop might be onto something.
At this point, I'm trying to figure out how to get Nami either under the door or through the lock hole. Probably with no success.
Yeah, so the lock hole, you can't peer into it, and there doesn't seem to be something on the other side of it. Again, it's symbolic of receiving some sort of thing to allow entry. And the door is pretty flush with the floor and with the ceiling, or with the high spot of the doorway. It's almost as if it's almost as if
they weren't built in America.
If there was a sun on the other side of this door, you would not see light out of any crease.
Anything interesting, Scoop?
What? Yeah, found something very interesting. This guy Roval is such an asshole. He only loves this girl because of her looks. He's the worst kind of human. You should love women for their personality.
As much as that seems endearing coming from you,
What's that supposed to mean?
Explain later. What we need to find right now is there any other way, considering is that you have the key that is able to actually open a door.
Yeah, I found this key with the wand.
I need to check it onto other doors as well.
I mean, I could just run through here and open every single door.
Go for it.
Not recommend running, but maybe you might actually have a master key with you.
I am a master key. All right, what door you want open? I gotta go check out this asshole Reginald's room. I gotta take a piss in it for being a jerk.
I would say open this one over here.
Yeah, sure thing.
The two of them.
You want them both open at the same time?
Yeah, do it if you're really good, like you say.
I mean, my arms can't reach
I
that
dare
far.
you.
Zug, you stepped on my foot.
Oh, sorry.
No, well, I honestly can't. Keys don't work like that. Which one first?
They should.
This one.
All right, move over. Scoop takes the key and sees if it opens the door.
Just like The one before, you take the key and you slide it in, and it turns, and you hear a click.
All right, all you big guy.
Uh,
So he does have a master key.
One moment here as I'm creating a token for something.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna stay in the position I was then.
Nope,
Yeah.
stop it. Stop metagaming.
The thing is, for a fact, Scoop would have just opened it and then walked to open up the other one.
This is the one Bala wanted open.
All right. So Zug is the one to open it.
Yeah, Scoop's a big guy, so he just assumed. And
You're both probably. I assume everyone here is taller than Scoop.
yeah,
Tall
probably.
Scoop.
How tall are you?
How tall did I make him? He's not that tall. I think he's maybe 5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got you beat by 2 inches.
But yeah, Zug just assumed it's him because he's big man, and he tries to open it.
So you open the door, and immediately as soon as you open the door, you hear something, you see something bright in the center of the room, and it seems to be a brazier.
So happy.
And a large flame on top of this brazier. But while it seems like a normal brazier, when you are looking at the center of it, you actually think you see a face. Not a very anatomical face, but something that is representative of a face with, eyes and lips. But as soon as you open the door, you hear, "Ah, it's one of them!" As it speaks out, and it is immediately going to send a flame spell of sorts, and I'm gonna need everybody who is standing there to roll a dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage, right? Because I can see it in danger sense.
We need to narrow down and very much define what danger sense is going to do, because for the most part, danger sense is for you have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells, but that can't be every single spell. I'm gonna have to do some research.
Normal for now.
I think yeah, just normal for now.
Yeah,
Everything's happening all at once.
Is that fire reaching Scoop, as he would have unlocked it and walked across to open the other door? I just don't know how far this fire is going.
It is sent to come right at that individual who opened the door. And everybody rolled their dexterity saving throw.
Does everybody need to roll?
Everybody.
Draco as well.
Oh,
All right.
that's what I was
Draco as well.
Ooh.
Draco actually got hit. Holy shit.
Is Draco dead?
No, you know how it is with Draco. Draco is the best boy. Draco can do a 1-2 punch and can take as many hits as possible. And Draco's never gonna have problems in battle ever. You know I'm lying, but
I don't think you are. I think
We still
Draco
need
is
to
the
level
next
him up.
one.
all right, that is indeed
The token's
a
called
fireball
thing, Matt.
spell.
Fire thing. Holy shit! A full-blown fireball.
That is a full-blown fireball, my friends. Dexterity
Wow.
Dexterity saving throw DC 10.
I guess also Nami needs
You
to
got
make-
11.
Yep.
Fuck! I rolled a 9. I'll use my inspiration.
All right.
But can I have like a reaction to it?
Woo.
Counter spell?
Yeah,
Oh,
if you want to
shit.
use your counter spell, you can do that.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Nice.
All right.
Hang on, do I
Attempt to
need to do a
interrupt the
stun
creature if
roll?
the creature's casting spell of 3rd level or lower. Spell fails and has no effect. Well, guess what? That was a base level fireball. So that is immediately going to get dispelled, my friend. And that is basically whatever this creature's turn is. In which case, it is up to you. It seems like this creature, whatever it is, has taken on a hostile stance. Do you wish to engage in combat, or is there any other route you want to take?
I'll try and talk to it.
No. Trust me. I can't be like it. Trust Zug.
And Zug's going to rage.
Oh god! The brains are here! The brains are here!
Wait.
Wait,
Zug's
what?
go-
We're not brains.
That's what
Zug's
brains
going
would
to
say!
rage. Zug is going
So
to
can I
pick-
just?
Oh, I already did it. He's going to pick the fire element, and he's going to like crouch down a little bit, and like put both of his hands up, and you can see just fire emanating from him, like fire tendrils, like slapping and whipping around, and he's just like,
Calm down, flame mans. Zug fire too. Zug like fire. Calm
Alright.
down.
All right, roll a persuasion check.
watch me nail this, boys. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
He's gonna look at the flame. He's gonna be like, "Oh god, they learned my element. They learned my element." And in response, of course, he is going to try to send a second fireball. So that is going to be another dex saving throw from everybody. Nah, it's going to be centered on you, but I'm just, yeah, it's going to be the range that it shows.
So I don't see that, right? Just normal, yeah. We see about danger sense later.
Ooh, not one.
Opposites.
Oh, at least Draco manages.
All right. I mean, that is a DC of 10. Orgoth, you have rolled a 4, so you fail. That is to say, our Nami is did Nami get 6 or 11?
6.
6. Gotcha. All right. So you two in particular would fail, and the damage roll would end up being 34.
What?
Ouch.
86? Ah.
Rolled pretty good on that.
Rolled pretty good on that. So anybody above DC 10 will do half that.
Thank God I saved.
You see Scoop kind of jump to the ceiling and completely dodge it because of evasion, so Scoop takes no damage.
Oh wait, Wonder Boy would be unconscious.
So, Bala is going to step up.
Oh, he's going to be
And-
unconscious. Yeah, because that would be like 17 damage to him. So
Yep.
he's going to go down.
Yeah, Nami blips out of existence. But Bala's gonna step up and kind of do prestidigitation with wind gusts in his hand, and kind of like force it at the flame and say, "You need to calm down." And he's trying to like control the flame. Kind of want to do a little bit of intimidation.
All right. At this moment in time, after 2 fireballs, you're going to noticing that the flame is not burning with nearly as much fury as before, and it looks like the face is like breathing in and out and like panting heavily. Like the two attempts at fireball have really taken a lot of effort out of whatever this thing is. So therefore, you are going to be able to roll at advantage. And you clearly intimidate it, and the fire creature ends up going, okay, please, don't put me out, whatever you do, don't do it.
You need to calm down. We are not your enemies, but you are making us out your enemies.
Oh, wait. Just wait. You're not the walking brains.
Does it look like this big green guy has a brain? No offense, Zug.
Well, no, but
Zug's just walking around with flame tendrils whipping about.
I'm friendly.
My associate is right. We are not related to anybody close to what you'd call the walking brains.
Friendly man.
Orgoff will use his potion on Draco.
oh, thank the gods so much. Oh, I'm saved. I'm finally saved. There are people. Hey, has the oh dear. Did the wall come down?
What the fuck are you?
No, the wall has not gone down yet. We're looking into things to make sure it stays up. We have, believe it or not, you're not the only survivor. We're actually able to find other refugees such as yourself.
Wait, there are still people alive. I'm not the only one. And you actually see the flame sort of dance back and forth as if they are actually dancing. And they're going to be like, okay. Listen. Thank you for, I'm so, oh dear. I did not realize that you were, oh my goodness, those burns, my friend. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to cause such turmoil. I did not mean to cause such pain. The brains. They've been trying to get into this room for months.
Yes, I understand. Brains are trying to get in.
You almost killed the little boy.
What? No. No, please don't put that. No.
Yeah, that's fucked up. He's a child wonder.
Oh dear. Well, I would use one of my healing spells, but as you can tell, I'm sort of in a very different disposition right now. My name is Kester Bramble. Journeyman wizard at your service. Well, right now I'm a fire elemental of sorts, but at this moment in time, I don't know where to begin. I changed myself into this form in order to basically help defend myself. It was terrible. Oh my god, months ago. They were everywhere. I just barricaded my room and I turned myself into this thing because I thought of no other way in order to save myself. Wild magic. Wow.
You're a sorcerer. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure.
A wizard.
Magic.
Wizard. You know, wizard in particular. There are sorcerers, and there are. I guess maybe there are, but there certainly were sorcerers and druids and warlocks and other other students. Oh my goodness. Is anybody else still out there? I've been in this room for 3 months.
3 others, Satyr, Red Orc, and a preteen. A small teenager.
Very hurt.
Human.
Oh no. No, I swear I was trying to defend myself. It's just, oh my god. Listen. Yeah. Do you have some sort of, do you have a jar? Do you have like some sort of like pot or something you can put me in? Something, like I need to get out of this room. I have been cooped up. Yeah, if you want me, I'm happy to talk to you. I'm happy. Like, don't get me wrong. I just, this all happened at once. If there's anything I can do to help.
As you see me just take out from me an actual lamp, as I essentially just start like open up, like, would a lamp suffice?
Actually, you're onto something there. Lamp would be perfect. 100%.
Well, up on in.
Well, all right. In which case, again, Kester Bramble at your service. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. But please keep me away from those brains. They are still everywhere. They have to be. I've been hearing them outside. I mean, it's, I have certain senses in this other form. It's strange, but I know they've been out there. Or it's been in my mind. Or I hope I'm not imagining this whole thing. It's very difficult being a fire elemental. You're very hot-headed, and memories seem to come in and out like a flicker. It's a very different state of being. I don't know if I can recommend it. Here,
Month of isolation would do something like that. Still hold out the lantern.
Yes. Okay, so just bring it close. All right. Okay. Let me just... it takes a little effort for me to jump. Okay. All right. Kester, you can do this. Just 1, 2, 3.
I push him.
And you actually see the flame pop into the lantern, and the lantern immediately lights up. And as you take a look at the lantern, you do actually see the flame and the face of Kester Bramble inside the lantern. And just ignore the fact that he's part of the map here. And he is going to be like, oh, whoa, this is actually, this is more cramped than it was before, but at least I'm going to be able to get out of this room. Listen, you... I don't know who you are, but the thing is that you clearly have made it a lot farther than I expected anybody else to. So, a couple words of advice. Every single one of these rooms, even before the infestation of the intellect devourers and the mind flayers, every single one of these rooms has been just sort of a strange... Every single one of these magicians, these casters, have been modeling their room in all sorts of different ways, and you are likely to run into traps and all sorts of unexpected magics. I know a handful of these students, if they're still alive, but the fact is, if you're going from room to room like this, wait a sec, how many rooms have you been in?
Just one. As he looks over back at the map, the shattered map, I believe is room 20. The only one we've been in so far.
Oh, Faye. Got it. What's with that Rovald? Won't leave him alone. Won't leave her alone.
That one, you leave it up to a satyr. You can talk to them about that one. I do have one question, though, because it was a comment you said.
Yes?
You said you're able to provide healing, correct?
Well, I mean, in my normal form, I was, but this is a completely different form, and somatic gestures don't really work the same here. Now, for fire magic, it did, but, boy, howdy. Have I not had a lot of success trying to heal in this form?
Okay, then. Could I ask? Another question as well. As I pull out the map again, just pointing it out with the layer, is that the hall master. Do you remember which room would be Kendrick's quarters?
Kendrick. Oh, his quarters. That's at the top of the spire. That's nowhere. You're not going to find Kendrick anything, except for his his ever-present watch if he's still alive. Unless of course he. Get me out of this room. I have no idea what's going on.
All right. I think I do have an associate that would definitely love to have you around.
Wait.
Considering you're talking.
Is this? Am I gonna be? I don't know if I like that. Who are you talking about? I'm actually gonna persistently keep this individual on the map, and I'm gonna just make them half sizes to represent the to actually actively represent the lantern.
Should we take a rest? That those fireballs really, especially the kid.
Oh yeah, health potion. I have one.
Once, as you see me just pull out a flute, it's like, don't worry, I'll play us a quick little tune to make us feel better. Speaking of which,
listen, you can.
Somebody see more Scoop?
Actually, I know I want to get out of the room, but now that I think of it, if you're gonna be doing that, let's just go back into the room.
Oh, all right. Hang on, I'm gonna bring the kid.
Hey, you over there! Oh, I should be more quiet. Hey, you over there!
Oh, you're talking about Scoop.
Oh, hey, Scoop?
Oh, Scoop would have been in the room by now. I'm just out here because I can't. But Scoop would have unlocked this door and been in this room by now.
Which one? Oh, this one in particular?
Yeah. He would have unlocked this one because he was Axu, and he would have came over here. Like, he wouldn't have gone in. He would have unlocked it like before and gone over here to go into the other room.
Okay, so you unlocked that one, and then you moved over here to unlock this one too?
Yeah, and he went in that one.
And
because that is the one that has 11? No, that's 11. I wanted to go in.
That's 20. No, that's 21. That was one with Rovald because of the.
Yeah, I want to go into Rovald's room. Yeah,
all right,
21.
Rovald's room. And by the way, while you do not see it, I need to actually place it for a moment. There is supposed to be a note that does represent a thing. So we said this was 21. Okay, so note 21. Thank you. Set that to note 21. Update. There you go. As you enter the room, it looks to be something of a kind of a variation on the same theme as the initial room that you went into.
So he's walking in, he's kind of muttering to himself, "Oh, just wait till I get a hold of this guy's bed. I'll teach him." He's going to like kind of forcefully pick up like this note, sort of like angrily, and just kind of look at it.
Why is it not triggering? 21.
I need to go over it? No.
Active, update, trigger, please. There we go. Appears to be a love letter, which is unfinished.
This is too perfect. Scoop sees this letter and takes out his painter's tools and begins to write in the letter saying I've come to my senses. I'm actually a complete and utter idiot, and I'm not worthy of your love. Please accept me as I run away forever and never talk to me again. Sincerely yours. And he's going to write his name and kind of throw it back down on the ground.
All right, and you're gonna basically just you're gonna leave the note on the floor in this room.
He's gonna pick it up and put it in her room.
Okay.
But before he does that, he is taking a piss on this guy's pillow.
All right. Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah,
of
fuck this
what
guy.
because of what the other note said about what Faye said about the notes that she was receiving. Poetic justice. All right, let's move this note into that room. And
These characters might never see it, but it makes Scoop feel way better.
excellent. So that, my friends, is street justice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, in terms of the rest of the party, that is to say, Kester Bramble is going to look around. He's going to be like, so, yeah, if we're going to lay low, let's not leave this room. They might be still, they might be patrolling. They might still be here. I have no, you know, if you're going to lay low, I ain't going to risk it.
Dibs on the bed.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm not really using it much anymore because I am, you know, in a fire elemental state of being. But hey, you know, serve yourself to it. It was good while it lasted.
Shut up. You hit children.
Oh no. Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Guilt! Guilt the poor elemental Zug.
I'm
so
just
sorry.
kidding. I actually have done worse before.
By the way, I should ask, Draco Robshaw, Boy Wonder, is he still lying on the floor in the rubble, or did you bring him in? And are you
Brought him
tending
in,
to his
but,
wounds?
Yeah, brought him in.
Okay.
It's just that he's colliding with the wall.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So, so you bring him in, and you are tending to,
Yeah, giving him the potion.
giving him the potion. How much does the potion do?
It's 1d4, I think.
That's the one.
Can I
before
use it
potion.
from Oh, I guess
Or
didn't
runner
make
has
a roll.
potion. Oh, you were. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you-
still had
you-
one.
You still had one. Yeah, it's just 1d4.
All right, so 4
4
HP.
Draco Robshaw. He's coughing. He's got a little bit of smoke lung. And Draco is going to say, "Wow, what happened? Why? My head's all dizzy."
Yeah. Well, you were kissing the floor. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, suddenly everything got really hot and bright.
Oh, it's because of this guy.
Love the lantern.
I said I was sorry. I don't know what to do. I'm still in fire for him. I wish I could do something.
Is there a way to reverse it back?
This is torment. There's gotta be a way, but it's not here. I mean, I used a wild magic effect, and it just happened to work the way I hoped it would. And I don't have a scroll anymore. I don't have anything that triggers wild magic. I'm stuck like this for now.
Huh, what happens if you break the lamp?
If you break the lamp, well then
Yeah.
I'll fall on the floor, and if nobody puts me in a receptacle, I will probably I will probably puff out eventually.
Oh yeah, be useful.
Is that oh no. Okay, I promise on my name, on my family, and I promise that I will make everything right. I will fix. I owe you one. I owe you one, and whatever you need, whatever I can do for you in this form. But hey, listen, first we need to lay low. If you want to patch up, then this room's going to be your best bet. But listen, past this room, you've only been in one room. I highly suggest that you expect literally anything. I can't even begin. Even when I was just sitting in my room, I could feel there's something about the infestation that's been twisting something about the thread of magic in this entire complex. I could feel it in my body as I was in my brazier. So even if there was anything preemptively set up, any experiments, any sort of magical tricks or traps or whatever it may be, they could have completely changed form, for all I know. But the only advice I can offer you now is, whatever you do, don't barge into any rooms without having some sort of backup plan.
I'm looking at the two orcs right now. You're the elemental. But
the symbolic face of Kester Bramble as this fire elemental smiles.
Oh, yeah, as I kind of move into the corner right here and just kind of sit down with him, placing the lantern in front, actually holding the lantern in front of me. In the meantime, I do have some use for you.
In the meantime, I'm gonna go back to Scoop. What are you up to?
Scoop's going in more rooms.
All right. In which case, you're going to unlock and enter into this room.
Yeah.
All right. So
That's 19.
That's 19. As you open the door, you realize that this room does have a bed, and there are multiple storage chests. It seems like, based upon your quick review of the floor map, it says that this is vacant. However, in any case, it seems like somebody has made use of this room. It seems like somebody maybe is using this as storage, or maybe multiple people are using this as storage.
Scoop's eyes narrow a bit as he kind of sees all of these chests in here. Just a little bit on guard, because if this room was tailored vacant, who would actually store all these chests in here? And if so, were they just stealing from people? And as he kind of takes one step in, he wants to look at the walls, because this is something that a thief or a rogue would do. And he's curious if there's any thieves' cants or any markings some type of rogue might put along here and anywhere in this room.
All right. In which case, are you investigating the entirety of the room, or are you just glancing about?
As he kind of walks in, he's more of glancing about, just because this feels like a place where a thief would hang out at. So he's trying to see, is there anything that catches his eyes as he kind of scans the walls and the floors for potentially thieves' cant.
the walls and floors for potential thieves' cant, or any sort of code language that would be utilized by thieves. In which case, yeah, roll a perception check as you are broadly searching around the room. I mean, it makes sense to you that there's a lot of storage in this room. There's a lot of there are a lot of chests. There does not seem to be any sort of like markings or anything related to thieves' cant, anything related to any sort of code writing on the walls or anything like that, or anything on the floors. In order to get a better sight of that, taking a survey of the floors, walking around, it also doesn't seem like there's any like loose, from what you can tell, doesn't seem like there are any loose like floorboards or anything like that.
Okay. Scoop would see 1, 2, 3. One sec. Rolling a d12 for which chest Scoop goes up to. Okay, well, that one's the one that's right here. He's gonna go up to like this first one right in front of him, as he rolled a 9, and see if it's locked and attempt to open it.
All right. You see if it's locked to attempt to open it. I want you to roll an acrobatics check.
Okay. Acrobatics.
That is the DC. As you reach out to interact with the chest, and you begin trying to, touch its form, you notice that your fingers touch it, but it sort of feels like putty at first. But when you try to pull your hand away, it seems to like try to stick and wrap around your hand. But you're able to pull your hand away. But by that time, you realize that this chest in particular has opened, and you see a number of teeth form out of its face. And you actually see multiple chests in likewise fashion morph into what are clearly mimics. And that, my friends, is where we're going to end this particular session. As Scoop enters into
Sean
the room.
expected this. Scoop did not.
All right. Yeah. A room full of chests. What could go wrong? So, yes, at this point, that is going to wrap it for tonight's session. And we're going to leave it off with Scoop inside the Mimic Room. And nice. The rest of the party inside Kester Bramble's room, with the doors open on either side. However, we'll see how this pans out next week, Thursday, at 7 p.m. Eastern, per usual. And I would like to thank everybody for watching tonight's session, and I would like to thank Heroes and Hooligans for the raid earlier. Thank you very much for raiding into this channel. On top of that, I want to thank my players for this evening. My players for the evening were Ambrose, playing as Zug.
Reckless attack.
Reckless attack. Phoenix V, playing as Orgoth.
Sacrifice.
Winveer playing as, Dr. Squiggums playing as Winveer.
Just take a rest.
We just took a rest.
Bala Mitra, or sorry, Masters 8 playing as Bala Mitra.
Or Nami.
Poor Nami. And then last but not least, Black Man Inc. playing as Scoop, surrounded by mimics.
This is fine. I'm fine.
All right.
I got this.
We'll see you next week. In which case, again, I want to thank everybody for watching. It has been a pleasure and a privilege, and I, Chaotic and Writer, will see y'all in the next episode. I will jump over to another scene here so that we can talk raid into another channel. But I will be leaving my players to deliberate amongst themselves for a few minutes. So thank you, everybody, for playing. And say goodbye to chat, everyone.
Goodbye to chat, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, chat.
See you.
All right, so to full screen. Hello, everyone. It's fantastic seeing you, and I thank you very much for participating in tonight's session. We had quite a few moments of role play and some discovery as we make our first trek into the journeyman's quarters of the I guess we call it the Twisted Tower of the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters. So if you enjoyed tonight's stream, there's a couple things I want to ask of you if you are so inclined. First, please feel free to hit that follow button below. It would support me greatly if you did so. This is a stream specific for tabletop, actual play, and world building content. On top of that, I do also have a YouTube, and I have new content up on that YouTube, specifically bits about world building. I'm coming out with some more content in the near future, so please go down to the doobly-doo, click on that YouTube panel link, check it out, hit that subscribe button. It would help me quite a bit, and in general, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting your fellow streamers. Thank you for supporting the Actual Play podcast tabletop community, and we are going to pay that forward still. I have been rated previously by Heroes and Hooligans, a fellow channel and a fellow community from the Rolling Together stream team. And as is the tradition here, we are going to be paying that forward. First and foremost, making sure that we can pay that forward to members of the Rolling Together stream team, all of which are fantastic performers, fantastic content creators, fantastic players, and dungeon masters. Taking a look at the current roster of streamers, it does appear that Phoenix E. Walkie, our good friend with Rolling Together, with the Rolling Together stream team, is presently streaming, and it looks like they are streaming Wild Beyond the Witchlight. In which case, if you are interested in supporting a fellow stream such as this one, my ask of you is this. It's very simple. That is to stick around, because we are about to engage in a raid of Phoenix Iwaki. So, my request of you, once again, my friends, is to gather together your swords and your shields and prepare your spells, because we are about to go into the great beyond to Phoenix Iwaki, my friend. Everybody here, please support your fellow streamers. Please visit this partner stream of ours. Say hello. Supply them with follows. See what their actual play is up to. It is with live cam and pleasant storytelling. Again, this is Matt as Chaotic and Writer. It's been a pleasure and a privilege, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Let's go.